Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl Star Flames, and we're back with another video. So guys, if you're new to my channel or even returning, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notification bell and join the family. While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up and help your girl out. Now guys, in this video, we're gonna talk about Miss Kim Kardashian using absolutely everything that is going on to her advantage in this moment. All the dragging that you dragged her, that woman is keeping it moving. And I truly believe that Kim is unbothered to a whole different level. Like everything that he does, it's bad. Okay, it's bad, but I can make good out of it. I believe that this is the level that Kim Kardashian is at, because what had happened was Kim Kardashian is making headlines at this point with her and Mama Kris Jenner, because Kris Jenner, we may not see her up front all the time, but she's there pedaling and picking up the scraps and stitching it, knitting it, putting everything. Like Kris Jenner, she walks and she picks up all that coins that falls to the floor while the cashier is carrying in the huge check. Kris Jenner is like, oh, here's a scrap, here's a coin, everything counts. We gotta get it. So we may not see Kris Jenner, but she's there oiling that machine, ensuring that everything runs smoothly and perfectly, because Kris Jenner is at that stage of her life where she has truly learned to weather all the storms, and she's passing that lesson on to her kids. And Kim seems to be stoic, wherein she really doesn't allow much to bother her. I guess maybe after the sex tape and everything, she has learned to maybe detach, because they had that, Mel's Diner Skims collaboration, and Kim Kardashian was there with Sam West on her hip, could barely make it through. She was dressed like his wife, Bianca Censori, and she was walking with Sam. Normally it's Chicago, but it seems as though Chicago is saying, honey, you know what? I can walk, but Sam was on her side. And the internet thought that it was ridiculous. Honey, that's Kim's hip. Whatever she wants to do with her hip and her child, it's her business, none of mine. But the focus of this video is basically how Kim is, capitalizing on this moment. It really goes to show that this family, they are a group of narcissists on a different level, because you know how normal people would like, oh my God, we're sad, we're heartbroken, and they would be crying and doing interviews crying. Kim is like, hell no, business is gonna go on. The show is gonna go on. When I tell you all that Kim is a show pony, this is what I'm talking about, because she stepped up with the kids. It was against Mel's Diner Skims collaboration. So she basically was in the diner because she has a Skim pop-up shop, right? Same venue. And she was in the diner. You could see her with the pancakes, the Skims logo on the maple syrup container. And she was like, she had about 6 pancakes stacked, and she had the milkshake, and she was pretending she was doing a good job of pretending to be eating this time around. It seems as though Kim is seriously allergic to food or something, but she really did a good job of pretending that she was eating this time around. We know she wasn't eating those things, because, come on, if you see the video, you guys will get the gist of what I'm saying. But as I was saying, she was definitely out there with those kids, and she was pulling off a major PR show. She had the kids, she was sitting, she was pretending as though she was eating, enjoying the moment. The mother still struggling with the kids that Kanye regrets having with her. He didn't want to have kids with Kim, so Kim's like, oh, you didn't want to have kids with me, huh? Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna show the world that I've got this. I've got my my ish together. I'm gonna make these kids feel loved. I'm gonna let the world see these kids now more than ever. Kim is milking everything for what it's worth. She's not allowing Ye and his words to get to her. And she's going to be like, oh my God, we're good, we're strong. But she knows that the internet is looking at her like, oh my God, Kim is so strong. Do you guys see how she's just powering through after Ye said what he said? And then after this phase ends and things are dying down and no one is paying them much attention, she's going to call up someone and, appear on a show, and they're going to say, Kanye saying that he regrets having kids with you. And then she's going to shun it off in such a beautiful way, wherein she's going to be like, you know what? I really don't talk about any things that will affect my kids, because she always has to play the role of, I'm the most conscious one. I've got my ish together. I'm not gonna be messy like my kid's dad on the internet. Definitely not me. So pity me, poor me. She's gonna give that energy. You just mark my word. Just hang in there, because even though we haven't seen her talking about it or anything like that, just give the girl some time. Because once this kind of dies down and we think that it is over, honey, that's when we're going to see our girl KimK doing the podcast interview. And you know what? And say, I just want to be strong for my kids. I just want to provide them with all the things that they need. I just want to spoil them. I really don't know how to be strict. And, so that's the message that she's sending right here with these clips, popping out for that Skims Mel's diner. She wants to show people that she's strong. She's not giving up on her kids. The father may regret them, but to her, those kids will never be any sort of regret, and she has it together and she has it figured out and she has them safe and protected and all of that jazz. But we know that kids will be kids, because irrespective of, her being there, the kids normally crave more for the parent that is absent. So the kids will eventually start craving to have their father in their life. And as such, at some point in time, the kids may, ruffle her feathers a bit. They're going to say things to her that truly hurts her to her core, knowing that the father is basically saying, I regret having those kids with you, woman. Those things are gonna, when the kids are like rude and disrespectful to her, she's gonna feel truly hurt and heartbroken to know that she has gone above and beyond for them, and the father's out there just barely trying, just making a mess of stuff, while she has to be holding it down, keeping it calm and collected. So those things are going to happen to her, and I do hope that when it does, she does not take it too deep or too personal, but she's going to feel it, because kids are who they are. I'm not saying that all of the kids are going to be like this, and I'm not saying that if they do this, it means that they're mean and ungrateful. No, if you have kids around you, you understand, that these things do happen at times. However, for now, Kim is enjoying the moment. She's promoting her brand. She's winning because evidently she really doesn't have much of a choice in this case. She can choose to crumble or she can choose to ride the waves. And evidently she's choosing consciously to ride the waves and use this moment to her advantage. And as such, hey, I have to say kudos to the girl for putting on a good show. But I want to hear from you guys. It's your time to chime in. What's your take? While you're at it, thumbs up, share, stay safe, and we're going to talk some more in the comment section. Peace.